So while it's obviously the safest option to assume that every person who's a kid creep is a danger to all children around them, the crazy part is at the end of the day, there are a number of people who do such horrible things that wouldn't ever touch their own children. And even though they wouldn't touch their own children, let's be real, if you're not safe around one child, you are not safe around any children. But there are a number of reasons why someone may choose to not do something to their child or another child that they're close to, but may choose someone else as their victim. While it is true that most of the times when any sort of, I hate this app, creep acts are committed against children, most of the time the perpetrator is going to be a trusted adult or someone that the child knows. There are a number of people who will intentionally go after someone they don't know because, and I hate saying this out loud, they like the chase. Or it could be the fact that they know that if a child knows who they are, they're more likely to be able to identify them in case they ever get caught. There is sort of a lineup situation, whatever it is, it'll be harder to identify the perpetrator. You also have to take a look at the psychology of the people who have done such horrible things. While it is often said and assumed that people who do these horrible things cannot have any sense of empathy, they can't build relationships, that's not always the case, specifically with sociopaths as opposed to psychopaths. Sociopaths are actually able to maintain some relationships and they can have empathy towards some people. Now, those relationships may look a little bit different than most other normal, healthy relationships with two other normal, healthy people, but they can have some sense of empathy towards their chosen people. And they wouldn't dream of doing horrible things to their chosen people. In fact, if they were to find out that someone had done the things to them that they themselves are doing to other people, it wouldn't turn out well. For some of these people, it doesn't even cross their mind. Want an example of one of these people? The very exact person who created the files that were found on Josh's computer. He was an Australian man who flew to the Philippines to do what he did, and there's an interview that was conducted, he did it with 60 Minutes Australia, and he was actually asked within this interview if he had ever thought of doing this with his own kids, because he was a father of 3, and he flat out said, no, honestly, I never thought of getting anywhere near my kids like that. Never thought of touching them. That was the farthest thing that was ever from my mind. It was other kids that he went after. Again, I'm not saying any of this is right or correct or morally sound or any of that. It's just the human brain is a weird place.